we learned that.
Hey, Dad learned that he could find joy in football season even when Mississippi State wasn't winning.
Maybe. Kind of the opposite of what I just said, though. We learned that Lane Kiffin got in his own head a little bit there. That's not the Lane Kiffin we know. The Lane Kiffin we know is we're going to run this offense and we're going to be throwing it down the field, and conservative is for politics, not for football. And that's not what you got. You got to, he went against his own brand. The guy who 2 years ago went for it on fourth down from his own 25 against Alabama, couldn't be bothered to go for it on fourth down from his own 50 against Kentucky at home.
Did a similar thing in College Station and a win.
Doesn't make any sense to me the way Lane Kiffin coached that game. So we learned that Lane Kiffin can get into his own head a little bit.
If I had said to you prior to the season, Ole Miss loses an SEC game in which they only give up 20 points, this isn't the game you would have picked.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. Probably would have been
Georgia.
No. Because I think I would have thought that would have been a high-scoring game. Oklahoma might have been the one where I would have thought their defense is good. Maybe they held Ole Miss down a little bit.
I feel like we had a sneaking suspicion, but maybe we didn't know. I think we learned that the Ole Miss offensive line has got significant work to do if this season is going to be what fans and players and coaches and everybody associated with the program not only wanted it to be, but expected it to be. And we spent a lot of time in the offseason talking about depth at offensive line, all the returning starts from a season ago to go along with the players that they brought in through the transfer portal, Colepo and Bulow from Washington and Jerquan Scott from Southern Miss and Diego Pounds from North Carolina. And so far, Ole Miss has not been able to push people around, even teams that were inferior. And they had significant problems on Saturday.